Is it on? I think it's on. Ladies and gentlemen, as we're waiting for everyone to join the stream, hold on. Hello everyone, hello. Welcome back to the 24-hour of Le Mans DES race 3 of the WEC-Series of DES. Currently watching Jason in, I think that's the BMW. Oh, he's back in the pits. That was another one then. We're gonna watch Wesley then. Welcome back to Lobby A. We're gonna do the second stint from here. My name is Tim and I'll be your commentator for this stint. Apologies in advance if you hear me eat or drink or anything. I had to rush with dinner. So apologies in advance. Meanwhile, they are still doing the gap reports, I think. So we're gonna wait a little bit until we start with this stint. Hold on. Quickly see if we got anything. Say hi in the chat if you're here. Let me quickly see what the gaps are filling. As we now got a Discord ping for everyone who hasn't joined yet. Be welcome. Gap history. I think they're still determining whether someone moves up to this lobby or stays in the second lobby. So we got two lobbies. For anyone who's not familiar with this concept for now. We got two lobbies. We're currently watching lobby A with the top 15 drivers. I think that's 8 from Hypercar, if I'm correct, and 7 from GT. Let me quickly look. No, it's 7 from Hypercar and 8 from GT. And we're gonna watch. Who shall we watch? We'll watch window in the Hypercar. So obviously it's a mixed lobby. It's gonna be fun. I'm through my mouse at the floor. Let me quickly see. Yeah. Alright. Hey, there we have Window saying hi to the stream, warming his tires. So let's see. I'm currently also getting the spotters guide for everyone because I don't know everyone's liveries and which drivers they represent, etc, etc. So we got currently the fastest on track, Road who is, let's see, can't see their number yet, but I think, yeah, that is the Legenden. By the way, apologies in advance if I say any names wrong and if I don't speak German, because I'm not really good at German. Skipped a few classes in high school. Let's see. So we got Road Tech, it's part of the Legenden. Let's see where they are. Are the results in yet from the last? I think they are. Joe to Fire, CPTL won that last stint, I think. They're currently leading. So we'll go over there in a sec. Let's see. Right there. So this is DLL 1, of course. And they're currently P6 overall, with 1 minute and 19 seconds behind the leader. Then we move over to Eiffel Blitz, WSR. Well, surprise, surprise, because the WSR because of the name tag. Let's see what they had. Eiffel Blitz. They are currently 5th in class, and 5th overall, of course. Vulcan did a decent stint, I think. That's 58 seconds behind the leader. Of course, you should have known that, because you were also watching the first stint, of course. I couldn't, I was driving. So we have then Window. Even though I'm from Spider GT, this is probably one of my favorite liveries of the grid. It's clean, it's classy, I like it. But yeah, they are currently leading. CPTL 1. Oh, that's a penalty, that's unfortunate. Yeah, they are leading. Joe the Fire did a massive stint. Very good from him. Let me quickly see. It seems to be something wrong with the timing, because I see that IRC Rose is on 9 minutes because he didn't do his stint report or something. We'll do that in a second. Hello Nova Samurai and Sir City. As we now head over to WSR Otaku, another WSR car. This one is in the GT3 class. Otaku, his team, is currently 4th in his class. And to give you a reference how close it is, they're 4th with 4 seconds behind the leader. That's insane. Then 3rd in class we got, let's see, where is he? This beautiful man, Avesta Gabadi. Callum did a decent job, I think. Currently 2 seconds behind the leader. Then we got Flipsy. Flipsy, where are you, my friend? Here. From DLL, the GT car. Oh, I think we are about to start. Then in 1st place we got Nova. Sonic did a amazing run, he was very fast. What else do you expect from the Hedgehog? Let's see, Nova 1, that's F1 Ferrari. And where is F1 Ferrari? There is F1 Ferrari. Currently also in the pits, but they lead currently the GT3 and we are heading into the race. Let me quickly see if I can. No, I cannot do that. That's unfortunate. I can't put the music down or something. I'll do that after we started. So there we go. And it seems like a good launch from Window. Let's keep on these hypercars for now. Ooh, I see a move in the background. Beetlejuice has to defend against CFFKC. And they're still side by side into this section. And SVVKC got the overtake done. Says goodbye. And now Beetlejuice is really falling back. He needs to pick up the pace real quickly, otherwise he's gonna lose another position to Costa. Ooh, Costa seems to go a little bit wide there. WSR Eiffel Blitz overtakes him, and Costa got a penalty, so there's Road Tech behind him. And there goes Costa. Can he maybe overtake WSR Eiffel Blitz? We head now to the end of the first straight. Eiffel Blitz on the overtake. Can he stick it? I think he does, but Beetlejuice can maybe come back from this. He got the stiff seam, the toe towards Eiffel Blitz. Meanwhile, Window got a huge gap already, out of a second from SVV. So he's really happy with that. SVV chasing him down. And we head now over to a 3-wide battle. What am I seeing? And it seems like the WSR car is really late on the brakes, and he got the position done. Costa also position done on Beetlejuice. He's now in 6th place. Not a good start from Beetlejuice. He started 2nd. Let's now go to the GT cars. Alfonso Gabadi currently leading. They've got Ferrari Pro, Flipsy, Otaku, Wesley, Comfy, Jason and Temp, the other WSR car. So we see Flipsy against Otaku, who can stick it until that corner. Let me quickly get a track map, because something went wrong in my Google. And Flipsy got the move done on Otaku. What a train of cars. Can someone maybe try it into Indianapolis? I think they should. Just try it, maybe get an overtake done. Nobody, Comfy may be going for the move. Comfy is going for that move, but he can't stick it. Can you maybe try it into this corner? No, they're all just waiting and waiting and waiting. Meanwhile, Alfonso Gabadi 6/10 lead from Ferrari Pro, and Flipsy chased them after. We're going back to the hypercar, who is now finishing their first lap of the second stint. Windows still leading with 1 second, over 1 second actually, the same gap as before, as SVVK got a 1 second penalty, and that is really unfortunate. You lose about 2 seconds in total when you serve that on the line, on the penalty line. Then we got WSR chasing them. Maybe they can overtake them, maybe not, it depends. Then we got Costa behind them, Road Tech and Speed Hunter, who's chasing by Beetlejuice. Come on Beetlejuice, you can do this. It's still a little bit far behind, can't take the overtake yet. Oh, and seems to be a penalty for Road Tech. That's also unfortunate. He was chasing after Costa. So already big gaps spreading at the front of the field. No big battles, but yeah, it's unfortunate for SVVTC that 1 second penalty. That's really bothers you in the first few laps, because you can maybe lose the position because of it. But for now, with the gap to WSR Eiffel Blitz, it seems that it's gonna be alright, that he comes out just in front of them. But it will be a big gap to Window. And behind, Road Tech's also chasing Costa, but he still got that 5/10 penalty. So he hopes that Costa maybe goes into a mistake. FT Speed Hunter and Beetlejuice also really, not really battling, but close to each other, let's say that. Road Tech now closing in on Costa. Maybe can try a move on him, maybe try to make that mistake that maybe is that also a penalty. and he doesn't get too far away, but no, it doesn't seem like it. We should now go to the GT cars, and it seems that Avesta Gabali got a big gap, not a big gap, but just a second over at Ferrari Pro. But Flipsy with a 1 second time penalty. I already said it's gonna be a burden if you have to deliver that in the first couple of laps, and that's might lose that position to Wesley and Taku, who currently fighting for P10, no P11 and P12. And Confi also doing that overtake on WSR. WSR dropping a few places and are now also going to be chased by the other Spy GT car, Jason. And we go too wide into Indianapolis. Jason kind of bumping the back of Otaku. Bit of bump drafting. And there's side by side. And Jason got a position done on Confi. So Otaku and Jason got the overtake back on Confi. Ooh, Confi tried to look if he can get an overtake done there, but he couldn't. Maybe at the end of this straight with the slipstream and with the toe. But don't forget, Jason also got a toe on WSR Otaku. Maybe Wesley can try something on Flipsy. He got that overspeed on him, but he can't. Flipsy is safe with a penalty. And ooh, is that Confi trying to move? No, it's not yet. But he's really pushing to Jason from, hey, hurry up man, or I'm gonna pass you. And we're going back to the hypercars. Window with a 2.4 second gap to SVVKC. SVVKC with almost 2.3 seconds to WSR. Ivan Bleach, who got a penalty. It's gonna be a bit unfortunate for him for that, but we're gonna see probably some of that a lot. The penalties, they're really not great, let's just say that, not great. I had some words for it, let's just say that, in my stint. And we see Costa and Rotek both with a 5/10 penalty. So this is not really depending on, oh, he got a penalty, I can get him now. They both got one, so it's gonna be who first is to the penalty line is still gonna be in front. As I'm gonna look back at chat now, nothing yet. Let us know who you're cheering for. Also got some messages in Discord. Nope, thank you. So Costa and Rotek really close together. That seems like a little bit of a mistake from Costa. Beetlejuice got past Speedhunt. Speedhunt, I think, made a big mistake. But back to the P4, P5 position. Rotek on Costa. Can he make that move? Can he do it into Indianapolis? He cannot. Ooh, he was looking for that, but he can't. And in front, that's also WSR who got a penalty. So 3 cars with a 5/10 penalty. Ooh, another mistake from Costa, but this time Rotek isn't close enough. As we head back to the GT cars, Episcopal is still leading with 1.2 seconds to Ferrari Pro, who is leading by 2.4 seconds to Flipsy. We got Wesley 2.4 seconds to Flipsy, who's chased by Jason. WSR Otaku, who got a 1 second time penalty. That's really unfortunate. That's gonna be not really good. You're gonna drop far, not far, but over a second, maybe even more behind Confi. He's not gonna lose position to Temp, I think, but Temp also got a 5/10 penalty. As we look at chat, up the capital says rounded potato. Ooh, and Confi maybe trying to move on an Otaku there, but not just yet. As Ferrari Pro is closing in on Avesta Gabali. Flipsy also with a 5/10 penalty. That's really not gonna help you get closer to the guys in front. So like I said, the penalties are not really great as this track. You can get them very easily and for the most stupid reasons. Then got Avesta, Ferrari Pro, Flipsy, Wesley, Jason, Otaku gonna now force his penalty. So he got overtaken by Confi. I don't think he's gonna get overtaken by Temp. And they're all really settling in about a second each now. So we're going back to the hypercars. We're back on the straight. Window still leading, CPTL. I think that's gonna be very happy for them. They already won Stint 1 and now leading Stint 2 is very good so far. Hopefully I don't jinx it with the commentator's curse. But ooh, there's actually purple for window I just saw. So he's really pushing to get away from SVV KC, who's 2.8 seconds behind him. Then he got a 4.4 second lead on Evil, oh Jesus, WSR Eiffel Blitz. And Costa with another penalty, and this one might be have big consequences. Because Rotec behind now doesn't got the penalty, not yet. I hope for him that he... the commentator's curse strikes again! He got a penalty right when I said it! Yeah, hold on, let me see. Set volume, I think... let me see. Broadcast mode... This one? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, perfect. Right. It's gonna load in for a while. There we are back. Look at all the things there we go. So Kuba, they have now 1.3 second lead on Ferrari Pro. Seems to be not struggling, but because he's fast in his fastest lap, but he seems to be not really on the pace. In general settings with them. Okay. I'll try it again in a bit. Hold on, actually, you can try now. It's not here, right? No. It's here, I think. Yeah, here. Sound volume. I think this is good. Oh, no. This is the one, right? No, it's the other one. Fuck. Oh, apologies for the swearing. If any kids are involved. Right. Should be good now. Thank you guys for the help. As we head back to window. There's probably a family of the Windows 95 men who participated in Eurovision. Okay, bad joke. But he lead from 2.7 lead to SVV. Is it SVV KC or SW I never know. Who's leading for 5.7 gap to WSR Eiffel Blitz. As we look at the view a little bit, it seems that SVV KC is a bit saving, got more view as it seems. The other guys, Costa, who's actually got a gap to Rotec now, is really good for him. And Rotec really need to chase after him. Peter Juice from the Finland team, a new team I think, with 4 Finnish driver. And Speed Hunter in P7 chasing after him. And then we got to the GT cars. Avesta Gabali 1 second in front of Ferrari Pro. They're all really close. no one is really dominating so far, because in the last stint, obviously, Kabaddi was, let me see, was second, and now they're first, but they need to gain 2 seconds over Ferrari Pro to get that actual lead. But Flipsy is really chasing after them. Flipsy is going good. 53.1. That's actually really good. Ferrari Pro got a 54.4 and I was going to 54.5. But I don't know how good the BMW is strategy-wise, because they, even though like with the Lexus, I know it's a good car on view normally, but I don't know how good the BMW is on view. I don't think they're very good at it. So we've got Jason behind, chased by Wesley, who's also being attacked by Comfy. 210s. Maybe he can try and move into this section. Let me quickly get this out of the way. No. Right, perfect. Oh, they're really chasing after each other here in the midfield. I'll quickly set this to... Guys, I'm working with through producing mode at the minute. It is possible, it is possible. Just stick behind them, get your view in. That's a good strategy. The hypercars are slowly getting closer to the GT cars. I just stay with these guys for a bit, because I think they're really close ones on track. Don't think anyone is that close. Ferrari Pro is close to Avesta Kabaddi for the lead, and Avesta Kabaddi got a 5/10 penalty, so he's gonna lose that lead. Ooh, that's not good for Spy GT, unfortunately. 7/10s, is that gonna be enough? 7/10s, they're going side by side. Can he do it into the Porsche curves? He overtakes Avesta Kabaddi in towards the Porsche curves. But right behind them is Flipsy, who is going crazy on these times. He's already got a 3-second gap, close down to only 6/10 to Avesta right now. As we hear, go Nova, W Ferrari Pro. Really great fans here. Nova Samurai really cheering on. I think that's his teammate. Let's see. Ferrari Pro good leading that class. Kabaddi chasing after him, so is Flipsy. Let me see into this. Coffee overtook Jason, I think. We couldn't see that unfortunately because we were watching the lead switch. But here they're really closing in on each other again. Wesley leading only a second in front of Comfy, and Comfy only 6 tenths in front of Jason. WEC cars. Ooh, you see that in the background? That is a wild hypercar coming after them. The team co-founder. Look at that. So far, really proud of your team so far, I think. We're currently leading in the GT cars. As we have our first lapping of the hypercars on the GT3s. We now just sit back a little bit into the corner. We lost a few tenths there. Otaku's got also a penalty. Let's first go back to Gobadi, Ferrari and Flipsy, who are battling for the lead right now with hypercars incoming. All for the cars, you guys are doing proud of them. Yeah, they're really good in a good, how can you say that? It's looking good for him, let's just say that. Ooh, and that seems Flipsy is attacking Avesta Gobadi into this corner. Ooh, and he got the move done on Avesta Gobadi. There was a little bit of complaining regarding Bob, but that's all taken care of. And Flipsy now getting closer and closer to Ferrari Pro, and we see a first hypercar there in the background. It's really gonna mess it up for each other. Ooh, Flipsy, is that a move? No, it's just looking at Ferrari Pro, and now Gobadi is at his rear. Only a few tenths between each other, but really pushing towards Flipsy now. As we have, I think, a hypercar incoming with window. Avesta Gobadi now on the inside of Flipsy. And window also in the inside of all three of them. He overtook them for the lapping. And they're really close. These three teams, that's Nova, DLL and Spider GT, they're really close with each other. And SUV also overtakes them now. But I think those three teams can really go for the win. Let's just see wherever it goes, because it's only the second stint, so a lot can happen. One can spin, one can even retire, but I don't think any of them will. Grab something. And there's another hypercar incoming for these three cars. That is, I think, Ivo. And we got a little bit of a situation awkward there. One of those four cars is not in the right place. Nah, just kidding. Look at that, a three-way battle in both GT cars. Oh, and that's, I think, Speed Hunter and Beetlejuice going for 6th place right now. And Speed Hunter got that position back from Beetlejuice. Very good job from him. There's another hypercar incoming. So a little bit of a mess right now with the hypercars. Who's gonna overtake where? It flips now currently P9. In front of him is Ferrari Pro from the Nova team. And behind him is Avesta Gobadi, who seems to be over a little bit of a gap now towards Flipsy. And there goes Rotec on the inside of him. We're now in the phase of the stint where hypercars are all lapping GT cars, and it could be a little bit messy for each other. On where they can lose time or win time towards each other. So Ferrari Pro and Flipsy now really close to each other. Maybe Flipsy can try and overtake into the next corner, in the next braking zone, but he's 6 times back. I don't think that's enough for now. You need to be really close for that. As there seem to be another hypercar, 2 hypercars incoming. That's, I think, Speed Hunter and Beetlejuice. It is. And now on the inside of the GT cars, all good. As it seems that Flipsy and Vipro a bit off view compared to the hype towards Spy GT2. Spy GT, Jesus. Oh, and it's Flipsy going for that move into Indianapolis, side by side. Can he stick it? Is he in front? He is in front of him, and he is gone. Bye bye. Oh, it's a little bit of gravel there. But all cars hope they don't get a penalty or anything, because that would really mess up your position. But now Flipsy is gone. Oh, and he seems to be pulling over or something, which is really trying to get out that slipstream for Ferrari Pro. As we have Tavion saying, Flipsy, my goat. Yes, he's someone's goat. But yeah, they were on quite a huge margin in qualifying on pole. Perf doing good, yeah. As we now still a little bit seeing a gap closing in by after body right now. But now I might feel, oh, Ferrari Pro is into the pits. Ferrari Pro into the pits, okay. That's new, okay, I didn't expect that, but he is in Nova coming in early, I think, because he still got some fuel in the tank. It was not a, he just got damage, just maybe an undercut from the two guys with him. Then we got Wesley, Jason and Confi still chasing after each other. Head back to Govali and Flipsy. Govali 1.8 seconds behind Flipsy. He really need to close down on that gap. Oh, there's a little bit of grass. So Flipsy now currently leading in GT cars, 1.7 seconds in front of Gabadi, who's leading 10 seconds in front of Wesley. Jason, ooh, he's got a penalty, that's not really good for him. He's gonna lose his position if Confi stays within a few tenths of him. Because Ferrari Pro, he didn't change his tires, only got extra fuel in it. Okay, interesting strategy from the Nova Racing team. What is it? For this guide. Let's see. The Nova Esports, as Nova Samurai is cheering him on again. We've got some message. As we go back to the hypercars, Windows still leading by 2.6 seconds to SUV QC. Really consistent pace from Window. He's doing really good. Then we got SUV KC, who's now 2.8 seconds in front of, behind Window. Jesus Christ! Oh, and he is pulling into the pit stop for his first pit stop of the stint. That's rather early, but they are cooking something in that strategy move. As we got WSR, who was 50 seconds behind them, who's still 4 seconds in front of Costa. Costa 8 seconds in front of Roadtech. Then we got Speed Hunter and Beetlejuice, who's currently off this lobby, the last hypercar. That's a bit unfortunate. But the finish team, I like the livery, I like an all finish team. it really intrigues me. Then we got the SVKC still in the pitch, the Scuderia Vedo Sita. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Also a nice livery. They're all really good liveries. As you see, Flipsy now creating a gap on Avesta Gabadi, 2.3 seconds. Wesley still following Gabadi by 10 seconds, and we've got Confi chasing after Wesley. Gap is 2 seconds, and we've got Jason. Ooh, Flipsy is into the box. Flipsy is into the box. Well, the Spy GT car of Avesta Gabadi is still continuing his run on these tires, but Flipsy had to come in, had no other option. Wesley also in for his pit stop, so we're all seeing pit stop faces through here. Otaku going past both of them, and WSR also just going past both. As Jason is still chasing Confi. These two are gonna have a really nice battle if they continued it the whole 3 hours of the stint. So yeah, let's continue watching with Confi. As Jason really tucked into that slipstream of Confi. 6 tenths now, the gap between them. And ooh, further back we got the WSR cars fighting with each other. And Ferrari Pro actually overtook Flipsy in the pit stops and got the undercut done on Flipsy. And here we have window as per requested by from Reformoda Costa, who's still currently leading. I think he has to come box this lap, maybe even another lap. Then we've got Costa, who's also going for another lap. Rotec, is he coming into the pit stops? He's not. He's also going for another lap. Speed Hunter also another lap. WSR into the box. Beetlejuice going for another lap. And we got SW or SVV. KC currently 40 seconds behind WSR. Let's go by the still going strong on these sets of tires. And we see Confi and Jason really close to each other. Can Jason maybe go into Indianapolis? No, he's still too far behind. He has to wait and sit behind for now. Ooh, that's a little bit of gravel. That's not really what you want. Unless you're a goal taker. Oh, and there's WSR into the box with his tires. Let's see. Ooh. Jason maybe looking for an opportunity here into the Porsche curves. Can he try maybe on the inside, on the outside? Where goes he? Doesn't go anywhere. He sits behind for now, hoping he will get them with the pit stops. But for some reason I can still hear it. Anyways. So let's see, we got Gabadi still go for another lap. Okay, then Confi user also for another lap. Jason is into the box. After 9 laps, he is done. I don't know if they're gonna change tires. Ferrari Pro didn't change tires. Flipsy did change tires. It's probably gonna cost him the 3 seconds, I think, with the tire change. But they're still really close to each other. Both WSR cars are also in the box. And we got Window, currently 23 seconds in front of Costa, and almost lapping another GT car. Costa got the second place with a 7.8 gap to Rotek. Rotek with 2.2 second gap to Speed Hunter. Oh, I got a yellow flag somewhere, and Costa spun! Costa spun in Indianapolis. I think, no, is it? Yeah, that's Indianapolis. That's rather unfortunate. So, Widow. Ah, my bad. Widow. Did I say this correctly now? Anyways, he's pulling into the box for his new fuel. 1 liter left. 4. And after him, that's Costa and Rotek currently battling it out. 6 tenths between them. It could be the difference between 1 liter of fuel. I think they're both going into the box right now. Oh no, Rotek is going for another lap. And Costa is in, Speed Hunter is in, but Rotek for another lap. Okay, 12 laps. Okay. And Beetlejuice, the Finnish team, also for another lap. And here, as we can see, who's already boxed. WSR, who got a 3-second time penalty for cutting the pit lane. Oi, that's not really what you should do. As we head on to, let's see, Avesta Gabali. He is currently 40 seconds in front of Confi. I think he has the box now, otherwise he's not going to make another lap on this fuel tank. Confi 1 second penalty. Ooh, that's not really good for him, especially in the battle with Jason we just saw earlier. Very Pro currently P10. He already boxed and is looking to maybe get that undercut done on Kobadi. 50 behind, was going faster, was chasing Ferrari Pro, but he got a time penalty now while doing that, so that's going to be setting him back a little bit. Meanwhile, we got Wesley, P12, and Jason chasing after him. And then we've seen Rotek still going strong, lapping those WSR cars. So here we have Rotek. Who has to box this lap. It's gonna be tight on fuel. Beetlejuice currently chasing after him. And we have the leader. Ooh, 0 liter left. That's to the perfect strategy. Maximization of everything. Confi going for another lap. So he's going 11 laps. That's wow. Very Pro currently leading by 3.2 seconds in front of Flipsy. As we got Rotek lapping the Spy GT, I think that's 52, I think, with Jason. Wait, I think I missed a Spy GT car. Oh no, they got sent into the other lobby, I think. Let me see. Under the sea. Let me quickly look. No. Yeah, they got sent into another lobby. As we have Avesta still in the box. Is he going to be in front of Flipsy when he comes out of the box? No, he's not. But Avesta is going for a almost full tank. He's going for the full tank. So different strategy there by the Spider GT car. Because now he's gonna have a little bit of a gap to Fire Pro and Flipsy. Meanwhile, Rotec and Beetlejuice are also in the pits. Let me quickly see. So they are in. S3VKC actually is our new race leader of this stint. I must add that. Of this stint, he's currently P1 and he got Widow behind. 2.8 seconds. Looking if you can re-overtake the lead again. Then Costa behind them, bit of a gap. But we head over to the GT cars. Let's see if anyone is close with each other. Only the two WSR cars, I don't think they're gonna really overtake each other. But they got the S3V, okay, I'm gonna try to pronounce it good again. The Scuderia, hold on. Scuderia Velocita. I hope I pronounced it correctly. My Italian is not that bad, but it's not that good either. So we got SVVKC, currently P1, lapping two cars, Widow right behind him, also lapping the same two cars again, of WSR. Ooh, we actually got a battle there between WSR and Rotec. So that's a battle between, nope, not that one. Between WSR. Nope. Why doesn't it go? For some reason, something goes wrong in my spreadsheet. As Pekka, it's the same as my username again. Place Stint 12. Pekka. So we see the current leader SVVKC lapping two GT cars of Jason. Ooh, Widow. Ooh. Be careful with those overtakes. But we go back to the big racing and Confi is also in. We go back to WSR Eiffel at Rotec. As I open my Discord real quick. Gotta tag main chat. DM. I got nothing in my DM, mate. I do now. As I got a voice message from Pekka. 1 second, I will hear that first off stream. As I got the correct pronunciation for Scurida Velocita. Wait, what? Once again. Velocita. I think that's now the correct pronunciation. It's gonna be difficult either way through the whole stream, so apologies in advance, Pekka, if it's still wrong. As we have SVVKC of the Scuderia Velocita, currently still P1, in front of Widow, who's chasing after him, who actually lost 7 tenths in their last lap. So SVVKC is now really pulling away from him. Let's see him also overtaking a lapped car. Another round of lapping GT cars is now up for the hypercars. WSR Ivory's got a gap now on road tech. And for some reason I can't find him. Oh, there. On the DLL car of road tech. They've got Beetlejuice 7 seconds behind them, the last hypercar in this lobby. Ferrari Pro 2.1 seconds to Flipsy now. Confi actually jumped Avesta in the pits because he got the last view on board. And Flipsy got a 5/10 penalty. Ooh, that's not really good for him. As we head back to the Nova Esports of F1 Ferrari Pro, who's getting lapped now by Widow. Seems all good there. Nothing really going on. As I got another DM request. Oh, that's just a friend request. As we also have a, if you're not in our Discord yet, join it. The link is in our bio. But we also have, and there's still some lapping going on here. Why is it circling there? Yeah, okay. Yes, we also have a livery contest. Let me see if I can do this correctly. As we got one link, I'm sure I can share this on stream. One link for the hypercar, who's just now in the chat, and one for the GT3 car, who's coming up right now. Give me a sec to get up on the second screen. Yes, it is there now. So go over there, still watch, but vote for your favorite livery of both classes. The winner will get absolutely nothing but pride. And maybe from the team a little bonus for the livery designer. Then we are back to the racing. SVV Kisi still leading by 4 seconds over Widow. Then we got Costa in P3, 30 seconds behind the top two. That's not really what you want to see. They got MFT Speed Hunter in P4, he made some positions now. WSR Eiffel Bleed stuck behind Wesley to lap him. And it's gonna lap him right here, right now. Good overtaking spot. Protec right behind him, who's gonna lap Jason now in the Spy GT. We got a 5/10 penalty. That's not optimal for him. Then Beetlejuice behind, who's chasing them down. Back to the GT cars, we have F1 Ferrari Pro in P8. That's, if I know my geography correct, the Australian flags. You got people from all the way over in Australia. Wait, sure. Is it night there? Hold on. As F1 Ferrari Pro currently still leading, but he had a little bit of a awkward scenario there with Costa, and now Phillips is 1.3 seconds behind him. So they're really... Ooh, there comes another hypercar, MFT Speed Hunter. Now on the outside of Lipsy. Not surely on the inside here. No, he's gonna wait patiently behind him. He's down on the outside. Ooh, guys, watch out, watch out, watch out. Make it clean, come on. He's now finally gonna lap Ferrari Pro. As in the background we got Comfy User chasing down on these two guys. In the background Vertical Body. And Wesley and Jason are still close to each other, 1.6 seconds. Guys, don't forget to vote. Link is in the chat for the best livery. Let's go in this lobby. Once again through all of them. So we got here the Scuderia for the Velocita of SVVKC. Italian name. I've not heard of this team before, but I like the name, even though it's hard to pronounce. And the delivery is also like, I like it. It's, for me personally, it's, you know what? It's actually very good livery. Very good livery. A bit of Italian. It reminds me of the Italian team kit. Then we got the. Ooh, there's a 5-10 penalty for. Wait, that's not really what you want for that. But we got the capital team. Well, Guido, but his teammates are Running Potato, Ray Racer, and Joe Fire. Joe done an excellent first stint. But this livery I also personally like, even though white, I say there's too much of white if you see it on the car. It's nice, it's clean. Yeah, I like it. It's clean. It reminds me a little bit of the German livery, like on Sebastian Vettel's helmet. Then we head over to, I believe this is also the capital team. Capital team number 2 with Costa, Batman, Sir City and Passina Calda, aka Pasta Man, with a Japanese flag in the middle, all red. Just some sponsors on it and a decent front wing. Just their style, I think. Then we got the let's see, this is the Realistic Racing Club hypercar with Speed Hunter driving it currently. Reminds me a little bit of the Toyota livery, as Sure City said, number 64 best livery. Personally, not my favorite, but everyone has their choices and what they like. So yeah, here we have Speed Hunter with the Realistic Racing Club livery. They've got WSR with their, even though it's not really the same livery, but the same sort of livery you get, a little bit like Red Bull doing the same livery over and over again. I really like the livery nonetheless. It's really good in my opinion. It got something that's like, yeah, good. Then we've got the DLL team, which is an all, you see the sunset in the background, an all green livery. Personally not one of my favorites, as I mentioned earlier, an all one color livery. Not one of my favorites, but everyone's their preferences. Then we go to the Beetlejuice, the Finland livery, and I already said earlier, I really like this livery. And we got the DRL looks like the Fanwall LMH. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean with that. So we got the Finland team and their livery. I really like this livery. However, it doesn't say like the Finland GT Finland Racing. If you said it would be Iceland Racing, I would also believe you. Then we are done with the hypercars for now. As we go back to the realistic racing club, it's actually from the 2004 LM24 Le Mans 24 winner. That's I knew it was familiar, but yeah, like I said, I really like this livery also. Also, just overall, liveries were very good. Then we see Flipsy, who also overtook F1 Ferrari Pro in the meantime while we're doing the livery scan. And even though I will say why this is my favorite, I like it with the gradation from the green with the triangles onto the white. As they got something on top, I couldn't really see what it was. I don't know if you got like a helicopter cam, but I don't think we do. But let's head over to the Nova Esports, and it's another kind of livery. Like we have not seen anything like this before. It's also very beautiful. It's a little bit of chaos, but it's also good. Also potentially, I think at least top 5, I would say. Then we got Comfy. Let me get my spreadsheet again. To scroll down on that. Let's see. Comfy is in the Realistic Racing Club GT car. Also, like I said, one color. Yeah. It's. I think they've run this from multiple times, or I've seen this livery earlier this season, but we still like it. Very good livery. And we head over to the Sprite GT livery, a more black golden livery, a bit like the Lamborghini itself. Escobar currently racing that team. One of my favorite liveries, because it's also got a Ukraine flag for Kabaddi. But yeah, I like it. Then we head over to Wesley. This seems, at first sight, it seems to be like, oh, it's a bit of racing, but it's a combination between, well, let me get this correctly, the VNT and Pantera Racing. I think combination of both of those guys. Really, it's just one racing team now. I have no clue, but yeah, I like it. It's good. Then we see another Sprite GT car, and I know the story with this, but I don't know if you can see it on top. But there's a beautiful message there. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Yeah. Our designer feels that way, so props to Callum for that. Then I got the two WSR liveries again. I think they're very similar, but like I said earlier with the other WSR car, they're similar but they're great. I really like this design of it. So that was the livery scan. Go vote now, I would say, as we head back to the racing. SVV KC right now still leading by 4.6 seconds to Costa. Wait, what? Costa, I think he pitted. Costa went into the pits for fresh tires. That's not, I don't know if that's strategy or if that's just Costa having damage, but that's not really optimal for them right now. As we go back to the race leaders, SUV Kisi and Window, 4.4 seconds between them. Almost 40 seconds behind them is Speed Hunter, chasing them down. Then we got WSR, Eiffel Beats, currently with a 5/10 penalty, trying to get closer to Speed Hunter, but getting penalties doesn't give you much time on them. And Roadtech also with a penalty, so that's the same thing. Oh, as a yellow flag, that's WSR who spun and got damage. Eiffel Blitz spun and got damage, and that's not what you want in this 24 hour of Le Mans. You can make mistakes like this, but it's gonna cost you a lot of time. He's now gonna get overtaken by Beetlejuice, I reckon. His left suspension at the front is broken, so is his front. As he heads back to the pits. Oh, she's not gonna be happy. WSR, but bad luck continues. That's right. You're not really happy with that. Let me tell you a story about my stint I did earlier. I may or may not have touched the wall on the shape because I was getting a drink and got damaged because of it. But anyways, we're not gonna talk about that. As WSR heads into the pits. Yeah, I think they're only gonna do the damage, but if they're gonna do the tires and fuel, I don't blame them. Costa Crash, who has it worse than CPTL. Ooh. Yeah, it's a bad luck. Just to keep it on track is the way to win. As we have now Flipsy, who is currently leading the GT class in front of Ferrari Pro. And we have some information, of course. WSR won the WEC champion last year without a single win. Yeah, I mean, if you score big points constantly, then you can also win the championship, of course. So we have now Flipsy, like I said, leading the GT class in front of Ferrari Pro, 2.6 seconds. It seems like Flipsy is pulling away from him, as we have Confi now behind them. Actually not good. Being honest, not really good lap time from him. 56 as well. The guys in front are doing 55s and 53s. We got Gobadi, also bit on pace with the other guys. Then we got Wesley and Jason, who were very close to each other. Jason actually might overtake Wesley here if he not get a penalty. And you got two WSR cars behind them. But there are hypercars incoming, so if I were Jason, I would just sit behind for now, wait for the hypercars to hope that with the hypercars that your timing is perfect, and then get a good run on him, maybe overtake him. And we got Emmanuel Santos Portaquem. I have no idea what that means, but glad you're here. Let's see. As I will finish my lunch really quickly, not my lunch, my dinner really quickly, and I will have it on this battle for now. And I'm back as Wesley got a 5/10 penalty on Jason. Maybe Jason can get an overtake done now. However, I think it's too much of a gap. But we'll see. Can Jason overtake him towards the Porsche curves? I don't think he's close enough. He is into the slipstream, and it's not going to be enough for Jason for now. As we head through the hypercars, 5.5 seconds between Window and SUV KC. We got Speed Hunter with 38 seconds right then, chasing down on them. Then we've got 26 seconds behind Speed Hunter is Road Tech, and 40 seconds behind Road Tech is Beetlejuice. Then we've got Costa with WSR fighting with each other. Maybe an overtake for WSR, but doesn't seem like it. As Clipsy is pulling away from Ferrari Pro right now. Uh, 4.8 seconds is 50 in front of Ferrari Pro, then behind him is got a hypercar, but after that hypercar is Confi User with 70 seconds behind Ferrari Pro. Then he's getting chased by Avast Gobadi in the Lamborghini. Wesley and Jason are still fighting over that place, and it seems like Jason got a little time loss in the first sector. As we are going back to our race leader so far in the stint, the Scuderia Scuderia Velocita. And we're gonna be here for a while. Finish my dinner real quick. Yes, I'm back from my dinner. It seems like the battery out of SVPC is gone, so that's not going to be high lap times, fast lap times for me. Yeah, like I said, right now TSR Thompson saying a 20 or a 21 with no hybrid is insane. Yeah, that's so unbelievable. I was doing, even though I know I'm slower than these guys at least, I was doing at least 25s with no hybrid. Even sometimes 36. And it's just insane how fast these guys still are. But it seems like that it's going to change quickly. Although now 23s with no hybrid. Oh, and Speed Hunter almost touched the back of Comfy there. Don't forget, you can still vote for your favorite livery. Links are a bit up in the chat. The straw poll links. We got 2 votes going, one for the hypercar, one for the GT3. And hold on. Uh, 2.4 seconds to his B so far, SVVKC. Yeah, a bit like I expected is that you're gonna be 2, maybe 3 seconds off. It really depends how good your lap still is. But about 2 seconds, I would say that you're off your PB. You should be off your PB. 2.4 seconds for now. But yeah, for the rest of the stint, no hybrid for anyone. As we are going through the grid once again, the current standing is that SVVKC of the Scuderia, oh god, Scuderia Velocita, currently leading the stint with window behind him. Speed Hunter is overtaking Flixie right there outside in the Porsche curves, nice overtake. Even though it's different classes, still nice. Then we got Road Tech in P4, chasing Speed Hunter down. Beetlejuice in P5 for the Finnish team. Then we got Costa in P6, getting chased by Eiffel. However, he's getting a bit away from WSR. Then we got Flipsy in leading the GT3 class. Then doing a 52.8 as his best. Seems to be good on tires and fuel, but this BMW was fast in the qualifying and seems to be just similar pace like we've seen in the qualifying in the race. Then we got Ferrari Pro, who's currently in P2 in class. Not really getting closer last lap to Flipsy. Flipsy's pulling away from him. Then we got Comfy chasing down by Avesta Gabari. They just got overtaken by a hypercar of Road Tech. But yeah, Comfy is currently doing 56. Not really the same level as the guys in front of him. As you maybe can see an overtake of Gobadi into this corner. Not yet, and there is another hypercar incoming. I think that's Beetlejuice gonna lap both of them. But Avesta Gabadi is slipstreaming at the back of Comfy. As Avesta Gabadi just got lapped mid-corner by a hypercar, and Comfy is still 7/10 in front of Avesta Gabadi. They've got Jason, who's trying to overtake Wesley now. We've got two Spy GTs in battle. WS is no. Wesley isn't Spy GT. No. Oh, and Costa is overtaking both of them, but the car behind him, Jason, is Spy GT. That's what I'm saying with. Don't worry, Macaulay. I'm not gonna. We are not trying to steal Wesley. Don't worry. But yeah. Looking good now. Yeah, he's in your team. I forget that it's not Spy GT. As you have WSR trying to overtake both of them now, trying to lap them. This goes on the inside. Ooh. Yeah, all good. Ooh, he goes a little bit wide. Yeah, going back to Comfy and Avesta Gabadi. Also chasing down Ferrari Pro. Was actually put up into the pits. Ferrari Pro is into the pits. That's an interesting one. Yeah, Brown Potato in a bit. He was 6.9 seconds. Behind Flipsy. If you can check into SVVKC, that's 1 second time penalty. That's not really helpful for him. But he got an 8.5 second gap to Widow. Yeah, no, it's not SGT fighting each other. No. Yeah, Widow second place for now. I don't know about the net standing with the two stints combined so far, but we'll see that after this stint is completed. They've got Speed Hunter still in P3, bit in a no man's land, with a big gap in front and big gap behind. But he's trying to close down that gap in front of him, of course. They've got Road Tech with that big gap to Speed Hunter, and 10 second gap to Beetlejuice, the Finland racing team. I always like when a whole racing team is about one country, and for this instance Finland, and I really like Finnish people, as you say that. Then we got Costa in P6, chased down by WSR, but they don't seem to be closing in on them just now. Then we got Flipsy leading the GT3 cars, who is gonna make a pit stop in a bit. I think either this or second lap, next lap. As we have the race leader into the pits, SVVKC is into the pits. Window is gonna do another lap on these tires and this view, but SVVKC said no, we're pulling in now. Let's see, I don't know, not Speed Hunter is gonna overtake them. I don't think Road Tech will overtake them though. Let's just see, Flipsy and Comfy and Avesta Gabadi. Avesta is overtaking Comfy for the second place in the stint. as I just got a call from my boss that I'm fired. But anyways, we have Confi now with a 1 second time penalty, chasing down Avesta. SVVKC is still in the pits for now. It seems that he's going out of the pits. But yeah, Confi now with that 1 second time penalty is gonna get a big gap towards Avesta. It's not really good for him. As we see, SVVKC in third place out of the pits. Of course, both cars in front of him still at the pit, and Widow with a 5-10 penalty, not really optimal. Yeah, it's gonna lose about 8 tenths. And so we have Flipsy into the box. Well, Flipsy is now into the box, Kyle. So we have Flipsy into the box. 1 liter of fuel left. That's really close. We have seen the 0 liter fuel already with I don't know what car it was anymore, but we've seen it so far in the stint. WSR Hypercars also into the box. So let's see, Confi currently chasing down Avesta Gabali, who's doing also a good job so far in that Lamborghini. WSR also into the pits. Let's see, Rotec with a 1 second time penalty. It's really easy to get a 5-10 penalty, but I don't know how you get a 1 second time penalty. It's either a very stupid 1 time penalty or just 2 little time penalties. As we have Jason still trying to overtake Wesley. Wesley's call is almost the Dutch Minister of Defense. But this time, don't forget, Wesley is in the VNT Pantera racing car. Apologies, my colleague, that it wasn't that you don't know your own drivers. But anyways, Widow is also into the pits, so he's responding to that undercut by SPVKC. It's going to be really interesting if they can close that gap to SPVKC. As Speedhunt got a 5-10 penalty. Ooh, this might be another penalty for him. He went wide there. Is he surely gonna go for another lap? No, he's gonna actually go to the box. Okay, he got still a load of fuel, but you go into the box for that. Okay. As you have Widow fueling up. SVVKC is now into the final sector of this circuit. 2 small chicanes. I really don't like these chicanes, but they're here and you have to deal with it. And it seems like Widow is gonna get in front. No. He's gonna fuel all the way up. 68. And there he is, finally out of the box. Can he get close to SVKC? He got a gap on him though. It was 8 seconds before the pit stop. They gained 4 seconds so far to the guy in front. As we have Rotec chasing them down. Does he still need to pit though? I think he does, but they're on a different type of strategy. Over at DLL. As we see Beetlejuice trying to close down on him. Personal best last lap, 22.1. And he's closing on Rotec. So we're gonna watch that in a bit. Speed Hunter with another penalty, but he also went just into the box. I believe that's the same penalty. Costa, 56 for now. And WSR went to the pits again, I think. Yeah. They just went to the pits again. We got Avesta Gabali leading the GT3 cars for now. think the first time this stint so far that they have, Spy GT has led the GT3 class. Then we got Confi, who is currently running a good stint, I think. 4.3 seconds behind Avesta, Kubali, and 70 seconds in front of Wesley. And then we got the two, I would say almost friends now, because they've been with each other so long. Wesley and Jason, they're just following each other wherever each other go. And I got Flipsy there, 19 seconds behind them, on fresh tires and fresh fuel. Then we got the two WSR cars behind them, and we got Ferrari Pro, which is actually now in traffic because of the undercut by Flipsy. I think this one is an interesting one to watch, with Ferrari Pro getting closer to the two WSR cars and seeing if they can maybe try to battle it out. As Flipsy is creating a bigger and bigger and bigger gap now to Ferrari Pro. As Jason and Confi are still just with each other. They're like not battling, because Jason isn't brave enough to do a move, but they're still close. I got a message somewhere. Where is it? There. Right. Vista now leading the GT3 cars. Doing consistent 54s, very good job for me. Then we got Confi in P9 doing 56 and 58. Still decent, I think. Good on pace. Then we got Wesley and Jason. Get a room, you two. You're just so close with each other. Every single time we come back to you. Then we got Otaku and Temp and Ferrari Pro. Still chasing them. Hold on. Why is it? Seems to be some technical issue going on my PC at the moment. Luckily it's not with my PlayStation, so the stream is still up, but there is some technical difficulties with my boy, did they get set back or no? I have to fix something real quick on my PC, then we're going to come back to the racing. I'll be right back. Right, that's all fixed now. We were watching the Spider GT number 46. Jason trying to close that gap to Wesley and finally overtaking him. Still not done it. Fun fact, as we got a beautiful shot of it, on the roof of that car there is a sticker designed specially for Jakub, a member of the Spider GT race. So there's a sticker there called I'm not gay, but $20 is $20, and it's for Jakub because he does it without the $20. Anyways, we got Jason still chasing down Wesley, and here they are getting lapped by the hypercar. Fire Pro trying to overtake Otaku finally. Come on, you can do it. Is he close enough? 2/10. Maybe a dive from 1/10. Ooh, oh, that's a little push, but he still makes it. He does go off the track, and now Ferrari Pro can take advantage of that. That's in front. There's a hypercar also incoming, so they need to be careful where they place their car on the road. Widow now coming through. And it seems Ferrari Pro has overtaken Otaku, but I know Otaku won't go out without a big fight. So maybe he's gonna send it down into Indianapolis. Does he do it? It doesn't seem like it. He sticks to the outside. So we go back to Jason and Wesley, who are still close to each other. Come on, guys, make a move, Jason, make a move. But yeah, Ferrari Pro just overtook WSR Otaku and seems to be 8.4 seconds, 8.5 seconds behind Flipsy now. Flipsy now currently getting lapped by Widow. Ooh, that's a good overtake right on the outside there. And seems to go strong for the BMW. Comfy is now into the pits. 2 liters remaining. That's not going to be enough for a full lap, I think. Chasing tires and getting that extra few. Then Jason finally trying to do something on Wesley, but still not close enough. As we back to the hypercars. As Speed Hunter and Costa overtook Speed Hunter, I think. Wait, ooh. Speed Hunter went into the pits, I think. No, he got damage. Speed Hunter got damage. Oi, oi, oi. That's not what you want. Is he going into the pits now? He is. Oh, that's not good luck with that car. The Realistic Racing Club car. And Beetlejuice overtakes Otaku for the hypercar. Meantime, SUV got his back. It's gap back up to 8 seconds. Widow chasing him down with 16 seconds gap to Rotek. Rotek, ooh, Beetlejuice seems to be getting his pace back up and running. Actually, Rotek was faster last lap, but that might be just a one-off. Rotek 5 seconds off. Ooh, he's had a stinker of a first sector. So Beetlejuice is coming closer and closer towards Rotek. We have an eye on that in a bit. Then we have Speed Hunter behind them. No, Costa behind them. The Speed Hunter who just got damaged. WSR who's pulling up in the final sector. And then the GT cars. Jason, get the move on, come on! Why are you being boring and sitting behind him? Anyways, Ferrari Pro also closing in now on 10. Maybe gonna try and overtake here or later in the lap. But he has to move quickly because Flipsy is getting away from him. 8 seconds already is the gap between Flipsy and Ferrari Pro. And if he sits behind for longer, it might be even bigger. As now we got a better exit than Temp. So Ferrari Pro may look for an opportunity here. 1.5 tenth. And he's going side by side with Temp. Side by side in towards Indianapolis. Is he gonna stick it though? Still side by side, he's in front. Can you see a move back from Temp? Temp back to the outside. No, done. Ferrari Pro is finally past the 2 WSR cars. It took a while, but then you got something. But Temp got now a good run on Ferrari Pro into the Porsche curves. Now side by side. Towards Porsche curves. Can he stick it though? On the outside? No, he's going back into the slipstream. And Ferrari Pro is finally ahead of him. Now he has to chase down Flipsy. As we have Wesley pulling up into the pits. Oh! We didn't saw that, Wesley. No, we didn't. Oh, Wesley hitting the wall, but luckily no damage from him. Jason is finally in some free air. He's getting lapped by Rotek and Beetlejuice. Who's on his inside now? Beautiful move done. Ed Costa is now also lapping 2 of the WSR cars, I think. Was he into the box? Ferrari Pro past him and Costa past Ferrari Pro for the lapping. So, guys, and girls of course, or anything in between or outside. We still have, of course, our poll for the best livery, in case you missed it. So, I'm gonna set them again in the chat. Let me quickly copy and paste. And we are going through them one by one again. As in meanwhile, Wesley is out of the pits. We have, oh god, this is gonna be hard to pronounce again. Scuderia Velocita. In P1 right now. Seems good. Nice livery, like I said earlier. Got that Italian flair on it. Then we got window for the the capital team, capital number 27. Also a good livery, I reckon. It's got that Sebastian Vettel Germany vibe on it. Then we got the DLL, the Leedsen Legenden. The Leedsen Legenden, however you pronounce it. I'm not German, so I don't know. With the all green livery. Then we got Beetlejuice in the TT Finland Racers. I like it, I really do. Then we got Costa in the capital team number 64 with the all red and Japanese flag on it. Then we got Speed Hunter with a time penalty, but he's driving in the realistic racing club. I also like this livery. It was based on the 2004 Le Mans winners. If I'm correct, it was Toyota, but I don't know yet. Could be wrong. Then we got the WSR livery, like I said multiple times. Even though it's a bit of the same, I like it. It's just well done livery. Then we head over to the GT cars with here a lapped. Oh, Beetlejuice, watch out. We're gonna follow that battle real quick. We got here the Spider GT number 49. I think the championship leader right now. Avesta Gabadi driving that nice Lamborghini kind of livery in the Lambo. Then we got Jason from also Spider GT number 46 in the BMW. Nice classic livery, I reckon, with of course the beautiful message for Jakub at the roof. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. We've got DLLL, aka the Letsen Legenden GT car of I don't like that. No, give me that. The technical difficulties here. We're back. Flipsy with the Letsen Legende number 488. I like that transition from green to white at the back. Then we got the Ferrari Pro, the Nova Esports car. I like that livery, I really do. It's a bit chaos, but chaos in a good way, I reckon. Then we got the two WSR cars again, with the same kind of livery, but a good livery, like I said earlier. Then we got Wesley with the VNT Pantera, if I'm correct. I hope my guides. The VNT Pantera Racing. That's number 59. I like it with the two combined colors, right on the red and left blue. We got Confi behind him with the Realistic Racing Club, and that was your livery, so go vote. And in the meantime we have seen, well, we not have seen, but in the meantime Beetlejuice has overtaken MRNP Roadtech. Nope. As I'm quickly getting something to drink, I'll be right back. And we're back, and Roadtech is still chasing down Beetlejuice. Meanwhile, we're gonna have a quick look at the GT cars. Avesta Gabadi doing good in that. Currently, the race leader in GT cars. Jason in P2, Flipsy in P10. Then we got Ferrari Pro P11, Temp in P12, P13 WSR Otaku, Wesley in P14, Confuser in P5. As Beetlejuice is defending against Rotec, who is chasing him down, who is really on that gearbox of him. He can smell the exhaust. Hello bruv, how are you doing, Octavian? I'd like to confirm one P3 plus me, bruv. Would you fancy a Fanta Light, bruv? And an assist token, bruv. But anyways, we got Beetlejuice and Rotec still battling it out. And it seems like Beetlejuice actually managed to gain a lot of hybrids. I don't know how he has done that, but that's very interesting. Wait, what? How can you gain so much hybrid than the rest of the hypercars? That should be checked out, I think. Because that's insane. If you can get hybrids for so much longer. You guys should crash. What? Who are you referring to, Sir City? Then we got Rotec still chasing Beetlejuice. Costa with a 5-10 penalty. A little bit far behind, a little bit in no man's land. Same for the Speed Hunter, also in a no man's land. And WSR chasing after him. Alves Kabadi 30 seconds in front of Jason so far. Gives CPTL 61 P3. Jason in P9, P2 right now in the class of GT3. Then you got Flipsy in P10, P3 in class so far. Ferrari Pro currently in P11, chasing after Flipsy. He was actually faster last lap. As we see some chatting going on with Sir City and Octavian. We crashed and you crashed, so it's tight, make it 2-1 so you guys crash. Haha. You know, Sir City, if you make it 2-1, you gotta make it 2-2. I agree, Octavian, I agree. As Costa is pulled into the pit because he got damage. Costa got damage. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That is not looking good for the Capital 64 team. What did you say again about give CPT up 64 P3? Yeah, he crashed and now he's refueling for his pit stop. Can he go to the end though? That's the question. I reckon he can. If you fuel it all the way up, then he might can. Wait, this is like... he's stuck at 50. Okay, interesting. Interesting strategy. He has to pit again. But he just come out right in front of WSR. And they are looking for that P6 right now. guys, we run through the order again. HVV KC with almost 9 seconds gap to Widow. Widow now really chasing after SVV KC. Beetlejuice, I don't know how, but he still got a hybrid. Octavian and Sir City, I know you guys were chatting, but how do you get so much hybrid? Do you guys know? I don't know if it's sitting in the car, but or it's just driving, but that's so weird that he got so much more than the rest. Behind him is Rotek with a trying to get close to him, and oh, Beetlejuice is into the box. Beetlejuice into the box with 2 liters remaining in his tank. So is Rotek with 8 liters actually, so he could have gone another lap, I think. But he's also into the box. All the way to regen battery is to break drag on the straight. Yeah, it's really interesting how we got so much more hybrid than the rest of the guys. No one else got that much hybrid. Anyways, we see WSR still trying to chase after the capital number 64, who also had damage. Yeah, that's what I reckon too, Sir Cities. That's it's all set up, of course. As it's gonna be interesting between these two guys. How much fuel will you put into the car? Because the one who's gonna be with less fuel is gonna exit the pit earlier, of course, and get a lead over the other guy. Rotek had some more fuel in his tank, so he already gained a little bit of that. But then Rotek overtook him in the pits because he had that much extra fuel on him. That skipped a few seconds for him, and that's why he's now in front of Beetlejuice, who is now looking if he can get closer to Rotek and retake that position from him. And Costa still going strong so far, with WSR right behind him. Meanwhile, Jason pitted, well, which we didn't see. Now Avesta Kabadi is leading with a 42 second gap to Flipsy. Flipsy, I don't know if he's still at the pit. I don't think so. However, we're gonna have a watch on this anyways when Avesta Kabadi comes out of the pits. But he seems to go very good so far. However, Flipsy made a mistake, maybe. 55.5 and Ferrari Pro 53.7. That's not looking good for Flipsy, because he's getting chased by Ferrari Pro. Maybe Flipsy just trying to get some extra fuel into the car, just save some fuel for later on, so you can push harder. Wesley now with 5/10 penalty, but still in P4 in his class. Seems all good. Did he just pit? Yeah, lap 25 and 26 he pitted. Kittek P12. Well, I was going to there with Confi in the P12. Doing a 57.9. He just pitted also in the same lap as Wesley, I think. Yeah, same lap as Wesley. He pitted on lap 24-25, and he's trying to chase after Wesley now for that P4 in his class. Then we have Jason, who just pitted, and he's trying to chase after Confi and Wesley, trying to get the positions back. And Temp, who's doing the same and trying to get as close as he can to the cars in front. Same for Itaku. As Widow actually got closer to SVVKC in this last lap, 8/10 improvement, so he's 8.1 seconds, almost 8 seconds is the gap now. He's closing in, but we have enough, he's not gonna have enough fuel I think to the end, but it seems that it's gonna be either really close on the pitch, yeah, it's gonna be close on the pitch if Widow can take less fuel with him towards the end. If they calculated that perfectly, then he might still get that P1 spot, but for now these two are just so insane with the battery and so insane fast that they got a 1 minute 35 second gap to Speed Hunter, and you got Rotec behind him, and behind Rotec is Beetlejuice, both just pitted of course. They've got Costa and WSR, I hope bleeds through, a little bit Lucy on the rear there, we're still close with each other. And we got Vesta Gobadi into the pits. The current race leader is into the pits. Let's see if Lipsy can get him on the pit exit. I reckon he's gonna fall back behind Ferrari Pro. But we'll see. We're waiting patiently as behind is Widow, who just overtook Ferrari Pro. Cavani still not fueled his. He started to fuel now. So let's see. That's one position gone. That's 2 positions. However, it's not fully good with the pit, as it's a little bit tricky there, but Vesco Body is fueling all the way up, but I think, yeah, Flipsy is starting to push now, while Fire Pro is still doing the 53s constant. The consistency on this man or woman, I don't know, or anything in between, I don't know, is still good. It's very good. Consistent in the 53s, also pushing, very good. And of Kabadi 35s. Ah, Jesus. I need to grab a drink real quick. My voice is not that good anymore. But 35 seconds behind for Pro. Interesting. Let's see. As we cycle through our competitors once more. Jesus, my voice is gonna be really poor. I still got an hour to go. Anyways, let's see. 42 watchers right now. If you guys would like in the chat, who are you rooting for? Give me a sec. Yeah, I'm putting a chat right there. Right. See good. Oh, I'm having some technical difficulties again. As it seems that the stream from me. Ah, yeah, there's the chat again. There is the chat. So Oh, it seems that SVVKC actually got a bigger gap now on Widow. Maybe he got a penalty, Widow. Speed Hunter got a penalty though. Not really good looking for him there. Rotek now chasing after him. I got Beetlejuice trying to stay close to Rotek and Costa behind them. And then we got WSR trying to get close to Costa, but getting a penalty doesn't work to get closer. Then we get Flipsy now in P8, P1 in his class, with still a steady 4.3 seconds to Ferrari Pro. Ferrari Pro 36 seconds to Avesta Gabadu. Then we got Wesley in P4 right now, and Confi behind him got a penalty. He's serving right now. Let me quickly see if I get any information regarding next stint yet, because we are also going through that. Oh. No, that's not there yet. Yes, so in the registration so far, in stage 3 we have a couple of new drivers, a couple of returning drivers, starting with our current race leader. For now driving in that car is SVVKC, but next stint is gonna be our good friend SVV Pekka, who mentioned the correct way to say the team of oh god, Scuderia Vedo. Okay, never mind. So SVV Pekka going into that car in the next stint, starting at 9 o'clock CHT, so the Central European Summertime. Then we got Widow, currently in P2. The next one in that car is gonna be Joe of the Fire, who has done the first stint, so he's gonna look to try and reclaim that race leader position. Then we got MFT Speed Hunter in P3 right now. Let's see, next stint that's gonna be Distinct Husky. This from Bahamas? I don't know what that PH stands for. But that's gonna be in the realistic racing car, who's now pulling up to Wesley. Oh, that's rather tight, Speed Hunter. But anyways, we got in the DLL car Rotek, where his let's see, Rotek. I'm looking the wrong way. In the next thing that's gonna be C Plexus driving. Then we got Beetlejuice from the GT Finland Racing. That's gonna be Juno 2017 driving the that car. Then we got Costa from Team Capital, number 64. It's gonna be Batman 071205 in the next stint. Then we got WSR. Eiffel Blitz, that's gonna be WSR Tick next stint. In the GT cars, where Flipsy is currently leading by 5.9 seconds. He's really pushing to 53.3 this laps. Ferrari Pro 54.9, not optimal, and the Professor Kabadi behind him. So first Flipsy, DLL. That's gonna be DL Johnny, who's gonna be the next driver for them. Then we got Ferrari Pro with the Nova Esports. Let's see, Ferrari Pro. That's gonna be Shotem Favre from the US in the next stint. Then we got Avesa Gabadi P10 right now. That's gonna be Distinct Mohata in stint 3. Then we got Wesley in P11 right now. P4 in his class. Speed Juice is overtaking him right now. Little switch back by Wesley. Still different type of class, so he's gonna be outrun, but nice little battle between those two guys. So Wesley is gonna be taken. The next guy in that car is gonna be Hamish UK from United Kingdom. Then we got Confi user 3, who's gonna be we'll check 1 sec Becca. I'm going through the list right now. Confi user the 3 is right now driving for that's Realistic Racing Club. Flipsy, what you chatting while while driving? Come on, put your phone away. But anyways, Coffee User 3. Oh, both hypercars are in the meantime in the pits. Really quickly, Coffee User 3. That's gonna be Mega L 1997. Then Temp. Next stint is gonna be let's see, Temp. Gonna be Squashy Dealer. Then in WSR Otako, that's gonna be WSR Cracky. Right, Flipsy, why are you on your phone? Come on, eyes on the road. So here SUV KC and Window both in the pits. KFC V10. Let's see, Flipsy now 53.3. We got Ferrari Pro behind him. Not the best of last lap. And then we got Vasta Gobadi behind him, 54.5. And Wesley is getting overtaken by the who was that? WSR car. And SPV KC and Window are both were both out of the pits. .5 seconds. That gap has been increased because Widow got more fuel in that car. Sorry, Poctavian. Sorry. Alright, Speed Hunter is now into the pits. That's a little spin or something. What was that? A little snap of oversteer for road tech. As he's being chased by Beetlejuice. Higher airport in the background. That could be my PlayStation Plexus. He's currently on the landing strip. He's trying to fly away. So Costa, Speed Hunter and WSR are in the pits. Then we got Flipsy in P8 currently leading the GT3 class. Then we got Ferrari Pro behind him and Kabadi in P10. Then we got Wesley, Confi User, Jason, Temp and WSR Otaku. But we are returning to our race leader right now, SWEC-Series. As we run with the SWEC-Series car right now. About 46 minutes to go in this stint. Leading by 12.7 seconds to Widow behind. Or as Octavian likes me to call him, Window. Okay. They've got Road Tech and Ferrari Pro. Yeah, GT music, flex decided, I don't know anymore how to turn it off. I think I turned it off, but it's still going. Beetlejuice currently chasing Road Tech. Speed Hunter is closing. Wait, did he just pit it again? Oh yeah, no, he already pitted it. Never mind. But he got a 5/10 penalty. Costa got a 3-second time penalty for cutting the pit lane. That's not very smart of him. WSR Eiffel Blitz currently in P7. And Flipsy is in. Flipsy is into the box. So is Ferrari Pro. I think that the Nova Esports are trying to maybe see if they can match his fueling, because then they might come out ahead of Flipsy. As Alves Caballero just overtook both Flipsy and Ferrari Pro just now. Wesley also overtook both of them. Wesley, I think he still has a bit though. So, Confi and Flipsy, yeah. Confi is still ahead of Flipsy now. Ferrari Pro gained 1 second in the pit stops. But Confi now ahead of Flipsy, so Flipsy has to overtake another car to fully push. Try to close that gap to Wesley. Then we go back to Road Tech, who's 1 second ahead of Beetlejuice. And we quickly return back to Confi and Flipsy. As Flipsy is closing on Confi with the slipstream, but doesn't look like it's gonna be a move down here, or he can send it, but he doesn't. He comes close and close to Comfy. Maybe now in the next braking zone. 4 tenths, 3.5 tenths, 3 tenths. It's getting closer, closer and closer with the slipstream. Can he try for that overtake? Comfy is not going to defend for it. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. But Flipsy is ahead and Comfy let him go. However, this is for position, so Comfy is looking to fight back. That's a good exit for Comfy. Maybe he can try something into the next corner. 1.6 tenths. 1.7. He tried to tuck into that slipstream. Maybe try to get the launch on him. Can he try it? Try it? Go for it! Ah, no, he sits behind. He waits until Flipsy makes a mistake. 3 tenths, maybe on this straight. Maybe into Indianapolis. But Flipsy seems to have the better straight eye speed. As Comfy is not gaining big on Flipsy right now. It's either gonna be a ascent into the Indianapolis, and that's too far back. 3 tenths is way too far back for Comfy to make a move there. So Flipsy is in front of Comfy now, after Comfy took him out of the pits. Then we got Wesley in P2 at the moment, but I reckon he still has to pit. And we got Aves Kabadi in P8, just your current race leader for the GT3. As the gap between SVVKC and Widow goes bigger with 13.6 seconds right now. Widow with another penalty. That's not good. That's not what you want if you're trying to battle for the lead. There's also a little bit of gravel, but yeah, that's really unfortunate for Team Capital. You got the road tech behind him, almost 1 minute behind Widow, but 2 seconds in front of Beetlejuice. But Beetlejuice was 1 second behind him, but he couldn't quite get close enough to road tech to make a move. Speed Hunter behind Beetlejuice also gets a 5/10 penalty. Then we got Costa in P6, 16 seconds behind Speed Hunter, trying to maybe get one last position in this final few laps. The expected amount of laps is anywhere between 53 to 55, maybe 56 if they're really quick, but somewhere 53, 54, 55. We've got WSR Ivo Blitz behind Costa, trying to get closer and close to him, but he also has to push so he can secure his lobby 1 spot for next stint. Then we got Aves Kabadi currently in P8, P1 in his class. Going 54 is very consistent from him. Flipsy first official lap, with Comfy still behind him. 26.5 seconds now to Aves Kabadi in front. It's gonna be difficult for him to close that down. And Comfy behind is just chilling and trying to get closer to Flipsy and maybe take that P9 back. Then we got F1 Ferrari Pro behind them, 4.3 seconds to Comfy. 4.2, he's trying to get closer and closer. Ooh, that might be a penalty. He run a little bit wide there. Is that gonna be a penalty? We stick with him. It doesn't seem so. So that's good news for him. Then we got GRKP, aka Jason, behind him, 9.4 seconds in the BMW. Then we got Temp behind Jason, 31 seconds. Then behind him is Wesley, 4.5 seconds. There's gonna be a nice bit of position. Then we got WSR Otaku behind Wesley. Returning to our race leader for now, or stint leader, would I say. We got SVV KC, 15.8 seconds to do it though. Widow trying to get closer, but with time penalties you can't really get there. So just keep your head down and push like you've never pushed before. Then we got Rotec behind him, 1 minute behind. Beetlejuice 2 seconds behind Rotec. There's not much of a fight going on anywhere, because Flipsy just over to Comfy, and Comfy is Flipsy, I would say, is getting away from Comfy. Ferrari Pro isn't really closing in that much on Comfy though. And yeah, Beetlejuice and Rotec, I would just say. Who's the next streamer? That's a good question. Let me grab that wheel really quick. Let me see. The next streamer is gonna be WSR Otaku. This man, who might be not so very happy because he's currently last in this lobby, but it's gonna be an amazing stream then. Let's see, 16.3 seconds now, SVVKC, 21.6 last lap, 22.1 is Widow. The fact that SVVKC can pull this off, 21s with no hybrid, is insane. Whoa, just realized that it's just insane, but seem to win so much. It's also because Widow had a little incident with F1 Ferrari Pro, I think, and got a time penalty now because of it. As we head on to the GT class, Escobar is still leading by 26.3 seconds. Flipsy behind him, trying to close down on that gap. They're also getting lapped by, I think that's a Widow, behind them. And yeah, there's a Widow behind them. Look at that shot, beautiful shot. And Widow on the inside. Comfy user behind him. Not much going on right now. Flipsy is getting away from Comfy, but not really closing in on Avistagobadi. F1 Ferrari Pro is also not really closing in on Comfy. Ooh, that's unfortunate, the 10th penalty. Not much going on. Wesley, for his sake, he needs to close that gap to Temp. And yeah, Widow with that 5:10, she's not gonna be happy about that. 19.5 seconds is the gap now to SVVKC. So next streamer is obviously going to be, like I said earlier, WSR Otaku. So stay here. But in the other lobby, it's going to be Don Camillo, also a good streamer. So I have both of them open, just to have a look at where they are. In Stint 4, we're going to have Big Mac as our streamer on this channel, and we're gonna have Sempa, the okay, Sempa in lobby B. Then in Stint 5, the night, a big night stint, it's gonna be a special guest on this channel. I have no idea who this special guest is. Even as a streamer for this channel myself, I don't know who that is, the special guest. So I'm really excited to see who that special guest is. Then we got Hydramix in the lobby B. Then we got Big Mac again in Stint 6 on this channel. Centurio on the lobby B then, and Flipsy finishes off in the last stint. The gap to Widow is now 22.7 seconds for SVKC, and that's really good news for the team. Let me see quickly from last, let's see, quick results from last gap. Last gap was 22 seconds also, so gonna be even on pace. Yes, Becca. It's like the last gap was also 22 seconds, so we're gonna be really close with each other on how much difference is between you two. And I think you're up next, and you have to take it against Joe, who won the first stint, so that's gonna be interesting to watch. Was it a little mistake by SVKC? The gap is now back to 21.6 seconds. But Window got another time penalty, so that's gonna be back to the 22s. That was like 27.6. Wow. That was really poor then by Window. Widow. Rotec currently trying to get away from Beetlejuice, which is doing alright. The gap has been around this 3.4 seconds, 3.5 seconds for a couple of laps. Beetlejuice still trying to chase him down. Behind him is Speed Hunter with a penalty, then Costa, who spun exactly when there was a major deal about how many spins and crashes there were. I saw Blitz for WSR is currently the last place of the hypercar in this lobby. So in the GT we got Avesta Gobali with almost 26 seconds to Flipsy. Flipsy got a 5/10 penalty. That's not really what you want. That's gonna be the gap back up to around 26.8 seconds. And it's gonna let Comfy closer to him, but not close enough. As Comfy was first very close to Flipsy, now getting away from him. And Ferrari Pro is also really getting close to Comfy either. He's been at this 5-second gap for ages now. He needs to get really close if he wants to have a good stint and get close to Flipsy and Avesta Gobadi. Then behind him we got Jason, who's now 11.7, with 8 seconds behind Ferrari Pro. Trying to close that gap and get as much ground to the guys behind him. Got Temp there and Wesley who got a 1 second time penalty. As I got a notification, I don't know why, but sure. Then we got Temp in P13 right now, Wesley in P14 and Otaku in P15. Back to the lead. SVV got a big gap of 25 seconds, still going strong at 21s. We love to see it. Then we got Widow, 24 last lap, not really what you want. really poor. Even though I'm much slower, like to say that. I can say like it's really poor from him, but I get nowhere close to him. So all respect to him. But yeah, that's for his battle with SVKC. Is that not really good? They've got Road Tech behind him. Beetlejuice actually gaining. Oh, there he goes against Comfy, lapping him. Beetlejuice getting closer to Road Tech. Last time we checked it was 3.4 seconds. Now it's 1 whole second down. So when you come back to there, it's gonna be even closer. Then we got Flipsy, who actually got. I think he made a mistake or something, because he got 27 seconds is the gap now to FS Kobali. And less than half an hour remaining in this stint. Oh, that's unfortunate. A second time penalty for Jason. I was trying to close the gap with the Ferrari Pro. I reckon about 8 laps left for the hypercar. Maybe more, one more or one less. But they're trying to get a big gap, so as big as much they can get on Widow right now. Widow last lap was a 2:20.4, so Widow gained a second now on SVKC. For Widow's sake, he needs to get those laps consistently and try to get close to SVKC, but it does not seem like it. They've got Road Tech behind him with Beetlejuice. You know what? For one last time, let me just quickly go through the liveries again and close the polls. Let me quickly get that. Here, the polls are back in the chat. So we're gonna go through them by one. The Scuderia Vedo, oh god, Scuderia Vedo Velocita. Like I said earlier, if you watch that, ooh, that's a nice logo on the roof. And also with custom team gear I see. Very nice, I like it. Seems Italian, like the Italian football kit, for example. Then we go to the Capital racing car, number 27. I like it. It's like Sebastian Vettel's helmet. It kind of reminds me of that, with that red and yellow stripes and all that. But no, white background. I like it. Then we've got the DLL livery, which is even greener than the wheat in Amsterdam. But yeah, seems good, very good. Then we got the Finland, the GT Finland racing team, with it's really, I really like it, but like I like the livery. However, I think they could have done. No, let's say I like it. I'm not going to criticize it because we've made, as Spider GT, we made some questionable liveries in the past, and we'll get to that in a bit. Then we got the Realistic Racing Club team with the design is made. Oh, that might be a track limit. Based on the winner of the 2004 LM Le Mans in real life. I think that was Toyota. But yeah, I really like it. Good design. Then we gotta go to the Capital Racing Team number 64 with Costa in it right now, with the Japanese flag in it. I also like it. Just a basic but good livery. Then we got WSR with a penalty. However, this is also a good livery. They've used it or somewhat like before, but I just like it. It's good. They've got the GT cars with Avesta Gobadi with the Ukraine flag, especially for him on the side. Then with Lamborghini colors, and of course the driving Lamborghini, so would make sense. Then we go down one, that's the Flipsy with the Legenden. I said it correct. He leads an Legende team. I like the livery. I really like it with the green at the front going in gradation to the back. I really like it. Then we got Confi with the racing Realistic Racing Club GT livery. They've run this livery I think before, but still a pretty good livery. I like the Italian flag for the Lamborghini. Then we get to the Nova Esports team. A little bit chaos, but I like it. We'll get the lap by the Realistic Racing Club hypercar. Yeah, it's good, very good livery. Pretty hard to make, I reckon. Here we got Jason with the Spider GT livery. Also very classy. I don't think it comes good in the dark, but here in the light it's good, classy. With a message for Jakub, a member of the team, at the roof. I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. Then we got Temp with the WSR livery. I really like that one too. Then we got Wesley with the VNT Pantera Racing. And yeah, I like the design with the two sides with a different color. I like it. Then we got Otaku with another WSR livery. So go vote now. We got 20 minutes left in the stint. So go vote for your favorite livery. In the poll are also the cars from the other lobby right now. One of them is that's a sneaky overtake on the right hand side. Let me quickly see if I'm still. Yeah, that's all good. Alright. As we go back to the racing, and it's a 24.5 second gap to Widow, and SVV KC leads by now and virtually lead the Grand Prix, the whole event itself, by 2 seconds. Then we got Widow with decent lap times, back to the 22s. That's not really good for him. And then we got Rotec in P3, 1 minute behind the window. Then we got Beetlejuice behind in 2.5 seconds. Beetlejuice is at almost a minute. Speed Hunter trying to get away from Costa, who is gaining and gaining on him. Maybe gonna try and get him on this last few laps, but doesn't seem like it yet. Then we got WSR Eiffel Beats with the 5/10 penalty, overtaking Jason right now. And they got a 32-second gap to Costa. Then we get Alves Gabadi in the TT3 class, 25 seconds ahead of Flipsy, doing good for now. Almost getting up by Speed Hunter. Then we got Flipsy almost across the finish line with a 23 gap to Alves Gabadi, and behind him is Confi on a 9-second gap. Ooh, little mistake from Confi there, but Ferrari Pro is now looking to overtake Confi user. Finally, after so many minutes stuck, getting closer and closer to Confi, can finally try to overtake him now. Behind them is Jason with a 17-second gap to Ferrari Pro, and 30 seconds behind that is Temp and Wesley, who are finally battling out with very close to each other. Then it's WSR Otaku, and we go back to Ferrari Pro and Confi user. So guys, for the last 15 minutes, go say who you're rooting for, cheer them on, as Ferrari Pro is closing in on the Confi, trying to get in position. As I get WSR Eiffel Blitz, the hypercar of WSR, behind them. Just nodded at the end of this straight, maybe in the next straight, but 6/10 is still a large gap to try and take that position from Confi. They're both pushing and pushing really hard to try to get for Confi to try and get as much as a gap. To Ferrari Pro. As you see in the background, HVKC got a time penalty. That's not really helping him to get a gap on Widow. As 4/10, I don't reckon that's gonna be enough for Ferrari Pro to stick it on the inside of Indianapolis. But maybe we'll see. As in the background, HVKC comes looking for, hey guys, I want to lap you guys. But side by side they go now into Indianapolis. Can Ferrari Pro stick it? No, he's waiting behind him, and HVK Pro. Oh no, there goes Confi. Confi is into the wall. Confi into the wall. This will be looked at by the steward. Confi got rear wing damage now, and this is gonna have consequences for either Ferrari Pro or HVKC, because one of them hit the other, and now Confi is into the wall. It's gonna be massive damage. Is Confi gonna come into the pits? I don't know. But what an incident! Holy guacamole, as I would say. Ferrari Pro carrying on, but he also got damage. He got front wing damage. Ferrari Pro also got front wing damage. How about HVKC? He got nothing. He's off clean. 24 seconds. And in the meantime, Rotek and Beetlejuice are battling. But I first want to see if Ferrari Pro goes into pits. Ferrari Pro does not go into the pits. Confuser, do you go into the pits? He does not go into the pits. Both of the drivers do not go into the pits. They will lose time regardless. Rotek serving his penalty, getting the position last to Beetlejuice. That's rather unfortunate for him. But he's gonna try and get a position now back within a few laps. The stint is gonna end around 53 or 54 laps. Ferrari Pro still with the damage. Same for Comfy, who now got lapped by Widow again. But Comfy also with right rear damage. It's not looking good for Comfy right now. Let's see, does he need to hold the steering wheel a little bit to the left or to the right? Maybe so. Yeah, you see that he kinda has to hold it to the right so he can keep his car straight, but he's gonna lose a lot of time. So does Ferrari Pro, because the lack of... Ooh, Widow with a time penalty again. Ooh, that's not good news for him. Ferrari Pro also with front wing damage, so that's gonna impact his race also. Meanwhile, Avesgobadi still got that gap on Flipsy, but with 26.5 seconds. We go back to the race leader right now, SPVKC, 24.6 seconds towards Widow, but Widow got a time penalty. Like I said earlier, that's not good news for him. He wants to have that gap under the 22 seconds. Then it's gonna be Joe who's gonna take over his car for the next stint. Oh, that's a little bit wide. But then Joe can start from pole position now. Widow 2.25 seconds. Maybe gonna be 26 seconds. It is 26 seconds. That's not gonna be good for him and not good for the capital team. Meanwhile, he comes closer to Flipsy, I think it is. Well, SVKC got past Avesgobadi and Flipsy. Ooh, a little bit of a moment there, but he's past Flipsy now. Beetlejuice still going strong with that. Seven tenths to Rotek. But anyways, Rotek. Ooh, did he get a time penalty? I think he did. Yeah. Rotek probably got a time penalty there, because he lost a lot of times. Oh, and we see a battle going on in the background there. That is Jason and Comfy. No, that's Wesley Temp. Wesley finally got by Temp, and now Jason is looking to get by Comfy. Finally, come on. He's going for that inside. Can he stick it? No. Oh, switch back after the tune-up sign, maybe. We will see, we will see. For now he sticks behind. Let's go with Evercar, Philo and Speed Hunter are in. Yeah, that's currently in the Real Racing Club car. That's just in P5, we'll get there in a second. Here the Real Racing Club hypercar. Going good so far, keeping Costa behind so as WSR, but he really needs to close that gap to Protec. Going back to Comfy, we got a 5/10 penalty. It's not looking like... Oh, Comfy with a spin. Comfy is spun around. Hopefully nobody comes by. No, nobody yet. That's good. He rejoins safely, but that's also front wing damage for Comfy. So that's a real bummer for the Real Racing Club GT team. As we hear some chants in the chat from TDR MIT 17. Come on, Speed Hunter. I agree, he can get that gap wider to Costa and get close to Protec, and he does, I think. Protec last lap was 3 seconds slower, and Costa was a second slower. Let's go DLL Don. Yes, Plexus. Okay, so Casey, of course I can. Of course. Casey now on the finish line. 22.7 steady lifetime from him. 27.7 seconds to Widow. There's a good gap. That's gonna mean that in the next stint SPV leads by 5 seconds so far on Widow. Widow now around the last corners. 22.7 was SPVKC. 23.8. That's not gonna be enough. 1.1 second lost last lap. Beetlejuice 1 minute behind the Widow though, so it's gonna be close between Rotec and Beetlejuice. Meanwhile, Jason in the Spy GT car gets lapped by Rotec and Beetlejuice, but Rotec need to get up with the pace, really get close to Beetlejuice to try and make that overtake, but now he's just gonna wait behind and it's not gonna be enough from him. In the meantime, let's see, where's Comfy? Comfy is still in the Porsche curves. Is he gonna go in this lap though? Because looking at that car, it just seems so undrivable anymore. All the damage. But it's the last few minutes of this stint. So maybe he's gonna just stay out and do so much damage limitation. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna stay out and try to do as much damage limitation as possible. But yeah, that rear wing didn't help at all, and because of his spun he also got front wing damage now. Remember that incident earlier in the lap, a few laps before with Ferrari Pro? That was not good. I don't know whose fault it was. We'll let the stewards decide that. But that was a nasty incident. Could also be just game physics or a desync, so once again the stewards will decide all of that later on. As let's see, in the GT car, Alvesta Gabadi currently P8 leading 26 seconds towards Flipsy, and we got Ferrari Pro behind him on 18 seconds. As Jason is a bit of in no man's land since that fight with Comfy. Comfy still going on with his damage, he got Wesley behind him now, and Wesley is getting massively on Comfy. And behind him is also Temp on 1.3 seconds. So it's gonna be a close battle till the end for both Comfy, Wesley and Temp. I want to hear you all chant on your favorite team in the chat for one last time this stint to help them go further in the standings. Comfy already lost 2 seconds in this straight alone. Oh, that's not good for him at all. He's really trying to get that car working, but it just does not work. And Temp got a 1 second time penalty there, so that's not good news for him. But Comfy almost a second now towards Wesley. Yeah, that car just ain't working at all. Maybe can Wesley try it? No, not yet. Comfy goes a little bit wide as well. Yeah, Comfy doesn't got any top speed anymore. Nothing works anymore from that for that Lamborghini. So much damage to that car, and he's gonna let them know that he's gonna stick to the left. And Temp overtakes him now. As in the background, I think that is Widow. Yeah, no, that's not Widow. Who's that? Who's coming up behind them? That's actually Costa? Oh, Speed Hunter. Speed Hunter is now in front of Comfy. Speed Hunter with a penalty, but he'll still probably overtake Temp on the straight. This hypercar so much faster than the GT3s, of course. We're going back to the race lead, because now I think, yep, that's on his last lap. SVVKC, 30 seconds to window. We'll quickly see who's at the towards the start finish. Jason starting another lap. No, he just finished. On the time itself, he just finished. Jason currently P4 finished. Then we got Wesley, and I think that's Costa. Wesley, Costa, and Temp. So first Wesley across the line, and that's finish for him. Temp and Costa together side by side over the track. Comfy still managed to finish that. Unlucky race from him. Not a good incident. As let's see who else crossed the line. The two WSR guys, WSR Eiffel Blitz and WSR Otaraku. Coming around the final chicane. Over the start finish line, 52 laps done for WSR. And then our race leader and current leader so far, SVVKC, done. 31 seconds for now to Widow. Widow around the Porsche curves, at the end of Porsche curves. Don't get a penalty here now. That's gonna be fatal if you're gonna get a penalty now. I think that's gonna count to double. So just stay on track. 31.6 seconds. Yeah, 31.6 seconds is the gap in the end. So for now, all I know is that SVV Scuderia. Hold on, let me get that rear wing. Scuderia Velocita is your current race leader overall over 2 stints, with SV Pekka gonna take over that car in the next stint. Beetlejuice around the Porsche curves for the final time. Stay on track. 7 seconds to road tech. in the end, Rotec couldn't get closer to Beetlejuice. Also, a 5-10 penalty. That's not good for Rotec. Beetlejuice, right, the final few chicanes. Finishing. Then we also got Professor Gabali behind him. I think that's your new race leader for the GT3 class. And we go back to Rotec across the line. 7 seconds to Beetlejuice. Then we got Flipsy. Let's see. Yeah, we got Flipsy, who still needs to finish. And oh, that's race over for now. So, let's see. Thank you all. Oh, no. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll be back in around 30 minutes. Wait, no, not 30. I think 18-20 with WSR Otaku. It's gonna be your streamer then. Thank you all for watching for this stint. I enjoyed it, and I see you all later. Bye bye.